Oops. Oops a daisy. Hey, W here, behind my bicycle. Welcome to my workshop and welcome back if you've been here before, in which case, thank you so much. Uh, yeah, the bike is up on the repair stand again because there's another problem. This thing, the derailleur, the rear shift on my trusty Iron Horse is busted. It just broke on my way home yesterday. So I've ordered a new one. It's right over there, and I'm going to put it on. Never tried that before. Join me and find out how I do. All right, so here it is. It's a Shimano, and that's because the rest of my stuff on here is Shimano, and I read that you should use parts from the same, same brand. So that's there, and of course the same kind. Hopefully close enough because this is old. It's many years old, and you can't get that exact one anymore. So this is supposed to fit. I hope. Fingers crossed. But first, of course, I have to get the old one off. So let's do that. And of course, in removing the old one, first I need to get the gear cable off. Like that. Oh, and you see that little nubbin on the end here? That's actually just a strip. It's just a plastic strip. So I can pull that off. I keep these fraying things under control with just a tightly wound little plastic strip. And that's because I have tried putting end caps on these. I've done that a few times and they keep falling off. So do these, but I just have a bunch of them. Cable off. Maybe I should get rid of that entirely like so. I don't stick my face into it. And then this, of course, maybe I should just use the ability to leverage a little bit more, like that. I love these. Which, of course, is pretty easy. That's just a big old screw. And there's the replacement. Springy fella. And then, with the appropriate sense of dread of being, of jinxing this whole thing, seems like it's just a matter of putting this on where the old one was set. The good news that we can start with sharing with each other is that the screw actually fits. It's the same screw. That's always a good place to start. Okay, so full disclosure, I did not do this time what I usually do, which is Google this, how to do this in advance and just sort of get an idea. I didn't do that because I actually assumed it was going to be fairly simple. So this is really just me trying. And I can tell you already, I can see a thing that concerns the fit of the new part on the old bicycle. Let me just see if I can get a close up of this with my other camera. So I apologize. This is probably going to get a little shaky, but this thing, you see this thing with the screw? That is meant to, that's a stop, and the screw is actually, you can kind of see it here. The screw was meant to engage with this little heel down here, there. But the thing that the screw sits in, this thing, already hits the bracket here, up here. It doesn't turn any further. It doesn't go down there, and the screw won't engage with that little heel or spur, whatever you're going to call it, which also means that I can't adjust this setting, whatever the setting that this screw is for. I won't be able to adjust that for the new derailleur very much or at all. So we'll see how that goes and what consequences it has or doesn't have. We'll find out. Let me just see first if I can actually get the cable in there, because the cable is, as we just discussed, a little bit frayed. You're supposed to just use a fresh cable, of course. And by the way, an end stop is also too thick, but it's slightly funnel shaped, so maybe I can get this through. A little bit of luck. Oh, that worked. Okay. This is going to swing down, obviously. So it's possible that my cable is simply too short. I should probably, I have an extra gear cable, so that's okay. Try to tighten it here. That screw here is actually surprisingly shallow, so the ball end of this barely engages. That's better. A bit more positive. Let's see if I can put this. See if I pull, as I pull it, of course the gear engages like it's supposed to. Wait a minute. I just need to need to loosen the cable as much as I can, of course. Like that. So it engages. The cable might actually work. As you can see, when I shift the gears, something happens, which is what it's supposed to, you know. That's what it's supposed to do. So, so far, we're kind of a little bit happy. It seems like something is actually working. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is get the chain in there. Which means getting, of course, the chain comes off the cassette right here. And then it engages with the top runner. And then the bottom runner, that's where the chain is supposed to go on the outside. So I have to open this up. No, it was just really tight. I'm so afraid of breaking something. Because I'm so strong. All right, there we go. And fortunately, I've done this a few times, so I know what to watch out for. Which is that when you take this out, it kind of falls apart, so to speak, because these two metal thingies come off. They're loose. So like I said, come over that, and then over that, and then this one, oops, my glove caught there. And then this one goes back in, like that. Let's get this. Oh, wait a minute. I made a mistake. I made a little mistake. I don't know if you caught it. Yeah, like I said, if you let go of this, it falls apart. So now I have these parts. There's a bearing. So the bearing goes in the middle, blah, blah. Oh, man. When first I start dropping things, I just keep doing it. There we go. Okay, the mistake that I made is that there's a sort of a lip here, and the chain has to go from your perspective on the right of that lip. And then, of course, going on the left side, or for you, the right side of that lip, it still has to be inside here. So there's a little bit of fidgeting, but it's okay. It's not too bad. There we are. Get that screw. There we are. Much better, I think. I hope, I pray. And ladies and gentlemen, this thing is on there. Now, that doesn't mean it works. So let's see if it works. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to put the wheel back on. Good Lord, the wheel is dirty. I'm down here, Mom. I'll be in a few minutes. I swear the cassette looked like it was covered in pitch. All right, that's as it should be, I guess. There we are. There we go. Wheel is in. Whoa, that's tight. That's tight compared to the old one. But then the old one was old. Okay. Okay, I don't want to brag or anything, but that's actually working. It's on there, it's working, it's fine. It is very far back. I think the chain is too long for this one. So I think I should maybe take off just a few links. You know what I want to see now is how it indexes when I shift. So let's try that. my sweet friends in making, I think it already works. Look, yeah, I think it already works. Well, that was easy. I'm going to try a few more things. Like I said, I'm going to look at, like indexing and the length of the chain, if there's any adjustments that I can make to improve this. But it's definitely working. And the gear shift is definitely shifting like it's supposed to. So there we are. That was all there was to it today. And thank you so much for joining me for what I hope is a bit of a success story this time. I'm very happy. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.